today, this is Travelin Mike, and we're in Missouri, and we're at the Sunset Hill Cemetery in Warrensburg, Missouri. And we're gonna check this cemetery out since we haven't been up here before, and see if there's some interesting markings that we haven't seen since we're out of Texas. And also, there's like over 100 requests for photos in this one. So I grabbed a few off the internet to look up, and we'll see if we have any luck finding any while we're here, but we're gonna check around and see what we got. Okay, here is a very interesting headstone I have never seen before. Stack of wood with a giant ball on it. And you've got, also in there, you've got the acorns with the oak leaf, which means longevity and new birth. See what's on this side. Yeah, more oak leaves and acorns. Well, that's an interesting one. Here's another set of ground vault covers. These are really interesting. Here's an interesting one. Haven't seen this before. I'll have to check in and I'll post it when I find out, but it says AQUW with a shield and an anchor. But it does have oak leaves around it, which going along, which stands for strength. But I'll have to look up that one and I'll post it and let you know what it is when I find it, but I haven't seen that before. So this one's interesting too. I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm finding some things up here already I haven't seen before. Here's a headstone of Oddfellows. Got the symbols for the Oddfellows on it. This one here is a Masonic one, and you can see the Masonic symbols up here. And of course this one has the hands, shaking hands for goodbye. Those are pretty common everywhere. Some more Mason headstones. Okay, here's a few interesting ones over here. This one has the weeping willow, which stands for sorrow. It looks like maybe a child, I can't, yeah. And here's one where God's hand is pointing downward, and they're breaking the link and taking this person home. And this one here is got the hands shaking goodbye. Here's one I haven't seen before either. And this is for an infant or a small child, 6 years old. But it has a bird looking over a dead bird, a baby bird. So yeah, that's the first time I've seen one like that. And it has the rose on top, which shows it was a young person who died before he got to experience life. Let's see what else we have here. Here's one with a hand pointing to heaven. Here's another really good example of the weeping willow tree. That's a pretty nice one. Here's two more children grave stones that, of course, the one here on the left has the dove and it's holding a broken rose, which stands for peace, but also with that it's a child. And the other one has the weeping willow with a lamb sitting under it, also for children. So those are pretty good ones. Well, I came across one by accident that I was actually looking for. And this is for a Martha Rahill. And it's 1885 to 1964. And it's on the backside of her parents, apparently, Laura and George. So let me take a picture of this one, and I'll let the family know. Okay, here's one. Has the hand of God reaching down and picking up the rose, which means they're taking this soul to heaven. There's another little double infant headstone, one with the lamb, one with the dove. The dates are almost illegible, but looks like they both died almost the same time, 1876. Looks like one in January and maybe the other one in October. Can't exactly see. Oh, and over here's on this, well, at least they've got a broken rose, which means that one was a child who was cut down in life. I think he's only a few months old, so. This one's an interesting marker here. It's got the urn on top, but it's got the cross. And it says he was born in Ireland. Died here 82 years. That's a pretty interesting one. Let's continue on. Here's a few in this family that have the Book of Life on theirs. Shaking hands farewell. And this one again has the tree with holding the bird, mother bird, looking at the deceased baby bird. Yeah, that's unusual. I haven't seen those. Those are pretty cool looking. one has the laurel up at the top. I don't know if you can see it beneath the sunlight, but of course the laurel stands for victory. All right, well, being from Texas, we see a lot of Confederate statues and soldiers, but up here, this is a statue commemorating the Union soldiers. So there you go. This is a little plot for Union soldiers behind the Union statue. Thanks for coming along with me up here in Missouri. I hope you enjoyed walking through the cemetery. It's starting to get pretty warm out here, so we're going to go ahead and hang it up today, but I was surprised we actually stumbled across one person we were looking for. If we had a lot of time and a cooler day, we could spend quite a long time out here. But thanks for coming. And join us next time. Who knows where we'll be?